Right, everybody, I think we are ready to start. Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, and I forgot to turn on my lights. That's going to happen. It's going to happen sometimes. There we go. Look at that. Look how much better we look now. I pop off the screen. I had a lighting guy get very upset with me about my lack of lights. I forgot all about it. There we go. This is a little behind the scenes look at how this works. Mostly remote controls down here. What's that? Oh, good. The sound's cutting out. Great. Okay, well, the sound is cutting out. We're going to see if we can fix that real quick. I don't exactly know what to do about this. Sound is effed. Great. Let's switch it. Sorry, guys. 1 second. We're going to try to unplug and replug. Let me ask Kyle if I could, or even Jen, one of the two. Is it just me that sounds bad, or is it everything that sounds bad? Jen has left. Kyle is somewhere. Kyle may be drinking somewhere. Let's see. Better? Great. We're saying that it is better now. Yeah, perfect now, says the Apostle of Tiki, who I did forget to thank last week. So I do want to thank him a lot today. I did throw in a very, very Tiki situation later on because, of course, we are, if nothing else, we are a Tiki bar here. We are at least something like that. Everybody's saying hello to Tammy. Rich Whiffin. Rich, I did just see your email. I will get back to you tonight, most likely. It's very nice of you to write me an email. You guys can always find my email if you guys need to get a hold of me over at kushtender.com. That's a very good way to get if you want a response in like 6 days. That's a good way to get a hold of me. Otherwise, I guess just put it in the comments. I see all the comments. We are going today to be making some of my very favorite cocktails. That is the idea of today. That is why I photoshopped my head on to Julie Andrews doing that thing. I think she spins. To be totally honest, can I just be honest with you guys about something? I have never seen Sound of Music. I think I've probably seen all of it in parts at this point. But for the most part, I have not seen that thing all the way through. So if I do mess up any of those references, please let me know. I'd love to know what references I'm messing up. But I do know there's a song in there called A Few of My Favorite Things. That is what I was going for. Let's get to it. There we go. Paper is in the house calling out. There we go. We got calling out Jay Carter, the MF Party Starter. He is the greatest. Glenn, taking a guess at what one of my favorite drinks is, which is beer. I was a beer fan for a long time, not so much anymore. I really only drink Modelo now. I've gone suburban. But I do like all kinds of other cocktails, and let's begin to make one here. We're going to be making a cocktail, a very, very old cocktail that I have recently fallen in love with. Just one of my actual favorite things. Sorry, before we get too deep into this, paper is now going off of the. There's some confusion. People thinking that maybe paper is Kyle. I just want to clear that up real quick. I think this is very important. Kyle is Kyle. Paper is paper. Everybody is everybody. That's a little philosophical. We'll talk more about that as we drink, but Kyle is Kyle. We've all seen him. He was on the show. He's a person. Let's begin to make this drink. This drink is called the Sherry Cobbler. Now, I know that sounds like a I don't know. It sounds like an old person drink is really what it sounds like, or it sounds like something that a shoemaker would go on and throw in. There are hat. Which would do cobblers make hats, or should I think they make shoes? What is a hat maker called? You guys let me know in chat. I'd love to know what a hat maker is called. I do know that a cooper, something that makes barrels. That's a good one. That's a good one for the kids. Sherry Cobbler, very, very simple, and that is one of the reasons that I like it so much, because I do like cobblers. I do like sherry. I don't know. I have no real feelings on cobblers. I do like sherry. I like to drink sherry when I don't feel like I need to go out and get wrecked or, drunk. And I don't feel like that often. That is one of the things that I am trying my best not to do anymore. Sorry, I had to fix one more camera. Let's see. There we go. So we're going to be making a sherry cobbler. This is what we are doing. We are going to take some fresh fruit. Now, I've grabbed an orange, which was not the fruit I meant to grab. We are instead going to grab a lime. So if you had already grabbed your orange, put it back. Grab a lime instead. Let's get this lime sliced into eighths. Well, let's just do it in quarters, I suppose. We just need this half of a lime. We're going to throw this into our tin. We want all of that juice. We want all of that oil. We want every part of that lime. We're going to be mashing this up so that we get a very nice cocktail that has a lot of different flavors, a lot of different things. Now, we do, of course, need a pineapple. We need a pineapple for 2 drinks tonight. I told you, we're going Tiki. I've talked to the apostle of Tiki. Every once in a while, he will say, I really liked your show last night. It seemed like it was Tiki, even though it didn't say Tiki. And I call those my sneaky Tiki. Those are when I sneak Tiki into regular cocktail classes. And that is what I've done today. We have 3 cocktails that are very much Tiki. I've cut the top off this pineapple. We do not need a lot of this. I have my pineapple corer. Oops. There we go. It is a corer. Pineapple corer. Let's go ahead and give this a twist so that we get some of our pineapple meat, the inside, and some of the good stuff. And we are going to pull this out. Now, we do want to save as much of this juice as we can if you are making all the drinks along with me, because we will be making one that uses pineapple juice later. So don't just toss that pineapple juice. Take these guys. We're looking for about 1 little circle of it. I like pineapple, so I'm going to do maybe 2 little circles of it right there. There we go. And throw that into your glass here. Put your pineapple away. Keep your pineapples to yourself, kids. Best thing I ever learned. Keep my pineapple to myself. There is my pineapple. We will use that here in just a little bit, but for right now, no. No, keep the pineapple out. Now we have some lime. We have some pineapple. We are then going to grab our sherry. I am using a medium dry sack sherry. This is from the land of Spain. We're going to go ahead and put in 3 full ounces of this guy right here. Hit that 3 ounces. There's 2 right there. Flip your situation over here. Pour it in. And we have that right there. We need to sweeten this up just a touch. We used a dry sherry. I would not recommend using a sweet sherry. Better that you are able to have a little bit more control over your sweetness. So instead, I have decided to use a sugar to wake my sherry up as opposed to a sweeter sherry. This is a Demerara sugar. It is nice and dark. That is what we want. We want it to have some of that barrel flavors. We're just going to go ahead and put in, let's call it 1/2 ounce of that sugar. We have that ready to go. This is basically our cocktail. Very, very simple. We do need to muddle. We need to get as much of this juice that we can out of it. And there we go. Try and break up as much of your lime as you can. We don't need to use this lime again. We are going to go ahead and just get this out of there. We're going to just be using the cobbler part. I actually don't know which part of this is the cobbler part. I think it's all the cobbler part. So if we can remember everything for tonight so far, everybody is everybody, or everybody is themselves, and it's all the cobbler part. We're getting philosophical today. That's how I found it. Let's go ahead and grab our ice. Like I said, people have been very upset with me about touching my face and then touching ice. Sorry. So I'm using this guy. Go ahead and dump your ice into here. Now, we will be using a different ice. We are not going to be putting this ice in here. There's obviously a lot of stuff, a lot of other stuff in here. So we want to get fresh ice. Throw that away here. And here we have it. Now, let's give this a shake. A big shake. That is going to also help to muddle whatever we have in there. It is also going to start infusing more flavors into this. It's going to get that sweet, as we're going to get that dry. It's going to get that lime and some of that man-eating pineapple. Let's give it a shake back and forth, up and down. Here we go. There we go. Now, I do not have a cobbler glass. They look very similar to this guy, though. This is a julep glass. So we're going to use it. Now, listen, if every time we didn't have the right glass, we didn't drink. well, I don't know what we do. We would probably do an awful lot of not drinking. We're going to take some crushed ice that we have in here, and we are going to fill our julep glass here with some crushed ice right up to the top there. Beautiful. Crushed ice always works better in these guys. They are in the julep glasses because those julep glasses will keep all of that crushed ice from melting. Normally, the smaller the ice, the quicker the melt. But since this is made of metal, it will keep all of that coldness in. Very important for us. Very, very important for us. It's odd what things we find to be super important. But ice melting, to me, that's a big one. Let's go ahead and throw this in. We're going to double strain to keep out all of the pineapple bits, all of the lime bits, all of the rest of the sugar bits. And there we have it. Now this is looking magnificently thick. Looking like a big thick thing. It was in a comedy troupe a while ago. That was one of our catchphrases. Very stupid. Very, very stupid. Last thing we want to put in here is we're going to give this a port float. We're going to be floating a different type of wine on top of this. It turns out every time I turn totally around, you guys can't hear me, or it gets worse. So I'm going to try and just talk to you guys straight on. I'm going to give you philosophy. I'm going to give you drinks. Talk to you straight on. We're going to put our thumb over top of this guy, and we are going to float this right here on top. So that port is going to be the first thing that we taste. But as we get deeper into it, our drink will get more expressive. It'll get more interesting. The port is supposed to be the boring part, and that's crazy. Port is awesome. In fact, what are we, a kid's show? Sometimes we are. Now let's put this away. Let's put this over here. And now we do have to decorate this. Very important that we decorate our cobblers. We're going to take just a few raspberries. Throw those up here. I also have a few blackberries right in here. Always on the opposite side from where you will be drinking. That way you will smell these raspberries. You will smell these blackberries. Get that there. And we are going to microplane just a touch of cinnamon on top. Is this the most important thing in the world? It has to be. Listen, there's nothing else going on in the world right now. Make sure you put your cinnamon on your cobbler. Let's go ahead and hit this all the way at the top, just so we have a little bit of cinnamon smell. Oh, broke some cinnamon. There we go. Just a bit, just a touch. Now, this is not a booze monster. It'll take an awful lot of these to get you there. If you are trying to get there, I have other cocktails tonight that will get you there. But this drink, very, very nice. I'm going to take a sip. I'm then going to pass on to Kyle. And Jen is also out there. And so, too, is her dad, Rick, is here. So I don't imagine that I will see this drink ever again. This will be the last time I see this drink. Between Kyle, Jen, and Rick, this drink will be gone. So I'm going to take a sip. Oh my God. I'm making another one of these later tonight. No doubt about it. That is going to happen. Kyle, if you want your drink, come and get it. Keep it away from the wolves that are my wife and my father-in-law. And let's go. Let's talk to chat real quick while we got this going. Douglas Green, where are we going? The party. There we go. Here's Kyle right there. Reach on in. There you go, buddy. Can everybody hear that one? Okay. Yeah, it is crowded out there. That is very true. Is he making a drink or a smoothie? I would consider, now this is, we're getting philosophical here. I would say that a smoothie is a drink. But I also think cereal is soup. I'd like to hear more. If anybody else agrees with me, is cereal a soup? Or is cereal something completely different? Also, is pizza a pie? Eric, your mother is not a cobbler. I have an aunt named Sherry. That is what we were talking about there, in case anybody didn't get that one. Well, my wife says she's in love with Kyle. She said it in chat to not tell me, although she knows that I read these chats sometimes. Thank you, Paper. Very existential. We are getting pretty existential. Everybody is everybody. It's all a cobbler. Cereal is soup. And there we go. Glenn says, put Rick on the bar stool. I have not purchased those bar stools yet. Let me see if this camera is working yet. Yeah, the camera is working. The bar stools will go right here. Just haven't gotten them yet. I haven't gone to the store. Let's make our next cocktail. Now, I don't think that I have made ever, or I've ever done a my favorite cocktails without including this drink, because to this day, it is the reigning champion of drinks. But I've always made it different. I've always made it the wrong way. I've always made it the way that I like it. Today, we're going to make it the way that it was originally meant to be, and then we're going to put a spin on it. A spin that I have taken to in recent days. I am making everything into a royale. That's just what I'm doing. So we are going to make... the last one. If you guys want to see what the last one was, I forgot to put up the ingredients if you just want to write those down. Or just go watch the video again. The next one, I believe I called it... I just made it up. I believe it's called Hemingway in the Afternoon. That's what it's called. The Hemingway in the Afternoon. Let's go ahead and... make this cocktail. Now, this one is going to be blended, so if you have a blender ready, now is the time. The time has come, my little ones, to talk of blending things. We have this right here. Let's begin to make. We need, first of all, 2 to 3 ounces. How many did I put? I only put 2. Oh, 2 to 3. 2 to 3 ounces of a white rum. Uh-oh. Well, we might have to split this white rum up just a touch with maybe a dark rum. Drink through it. Let's hit this with 2 ounces, and then maybe we'll put in an extra ounce of something else. There we go. 1 more ounce of, let's do Montgay. Montgay, a fabulous rum, the oldest distillery in the entire world. They do not sponsor me, but I do know a lot about them. They are a Barbadian rum. Very, very good. Like I said, the oldest distillery in the entire world, opened in 1703. There are some whiskeys that are opened in the late 1700s, but none of them are open as long as Montgay. There we go. Next ingredient we have to put in here, this is a daiquiri for all intents and purposes. This is a daiquiri. So we need to go ahead and put in ½ an ounce of lime juice. Now you should have some lime left over from just a moment ago. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick, get a nice beauty shot of this going in. Let's see if we get even close to ½ an ounce. We don't. No. The lime was cut the wrong way to do this. Let's see if we can't squeeze. Come on, you lime, you filthy lime. Nope, not even gonna get close. I do have a backup. Oftentimes we do need backups. I am just going to fill this up the rest of the way with this guy. Boop. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this with. Oh. There we go. I've been good. I've been using fresh limes recently. But today, it's not that day. Let's hit that with ½ an ounce of the lime juice. There we go. ½ an ounce goes to... Oh, this is not gradiated. There we go. ½ an ounce right there. I know what ½ an ounce looks like. We next are going to throw in some sugar. Now, we do want just raw old sugar. A couple ways you can do this. I'm going to be putting in white sugar, but Demerara sugar also works. So let's go ahead and grab... it's a tablespoon, which means ½ an ounce. Now, I know what about ½ an ounce looks like, so I'm throwing it in there. That might be a touch more than ½ an ounce. There we go. Put this guy away, put my big sugar away. Beautiful. The next steps are going to include 2 kind of cool ingredients. One of them is, of course, going to be the Maraschino Liqueur. Let's hit that with, we're doing 1/4 of an ounce of that. or 1 teaspoon. So just do a heavy quarter of an ounce of that, and we are also going to slice open a grapefruit right here. Let's get the Lisa Watanabe Memorial cutting board out here. Get this going. Now we don't need a lot, and we're going to need more grapefruit juice later. So hold on to that grape. Don't just squeeze and throw it over your. It's not going to work. We need it later. We just need half of an ounce, or sorry, a quarter of an ounce. So we're going to try and squeeze this by hand. See if that's a good shot or a weird shot. It's a weird shot. There we go. Just right there, quarter of an ounce. Toss it in, and now we have La Floridita Daiquiri numero. Oof. I should know this. I think it's number 3. Now, you guys can look. They say the best way to learn something is not to ask the question, but to give a wrong answer. That is a great way to do this. The only way to really get a true right answer is to give the wrong answer. Somebody will tell you that you're being wrong. We have to go ahead and add some ice to this. We are going to blend this bad boy up. Let's grab our scoopy scoop. There we go. Throw this all in here. Beautiful. And we are going to shred the crap out of this guy. Oh, I'm getting word that it is the 3rd one. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Yes. Rich Whiffen mentioning the show from last night. I do a show Friday nights as well, where I have a co-host. She is wonderful. Her name is Tammy, and she's in here. She can explain more. But we did have a situation where I mistook corgis for Yorkies. I also mentioned that I'd seen a Royal's penis. Hey, listen, there's a lot going on. You should tune in every week, 5 o'clock, Mix Cocktail Hour on YouTube. Let's blend. Nope. We're going to blend this for about 20 seconds. That way we know that all that ice in there is very blended. There we go. We have a very, very frosty looking cocktail. We're going to be serving this in a glass that looks like this. Now, normally you would serve this drink in a glass that looks closer to this. Now they're pretty similar. One major difference. You get a lot more in here. And that's what we're looking for because we need to, instead of just pouring things in, sound again. 1 second. Check, check. Listen, I don't know what to do with this sound thing. It is probably this microphone. It is probably time to find a new one. We will cut this out, hopefully, of later cuts of this. I don't know if Kyle's going to let me know if it's better or not. Yeah, great. That's all it is. It is the microphone. So good. If you guys can help out, we'll talk about that later. We're going to go ahead and pour in 4 ounces of a sparkling white wine, something that is going to give us some effervescence. Now, Hemingway famously did come up with a cocktail called Death in the Afternoon. It is just absinthe and champagne. It's a lot. It's a lot. So instead, we are going to be making a drink called Hemingway in the Afternoon, where we're putting a Hemingway daiquiri instead of absinthe into some champagne. This will give us all of that effervescence that we are looking for. The drink will melt. The champagne will go right to our heads, and we hopefully will write something that is not using huge words. Hemingway didn't use big words. No, use little words. It's a little word, say big thing. That's what he was all about. There we go. We have this guy. I'm going to give this a little bit of a garnish here. If you do want to see I have a garnish on one of these drinks called, it was Santiago, the old man in the sea. I depicted the entire scene using using an orange. It was cool. It was on Mixed Cocktail Hour. I think you can actually search the show by that garnish. It's one of the pictures on Mixed Cocktail Hour. We tape these. We put them up later. It's crazy. This is that. This is the Hemingway in the afternoon. A lot of champagne down here. It is basically a glass of champagne that has a Hemingway daiquiri floating in it. I can't think of anything better. I have been adding champagne to just about everything, sparkling white wine, to just about everything that I've been drinking recently, and it turns out just works. Just freaking works. This is the recipe. If you guys would like that, I'm going to go ahead and give this a sip because, again, I know that this drink is never going to be seen by human eyes again. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. I don't know where we're going. Who asked me where we were going? I still don't know where we're making it. Douglas Green, I believe. Douglas Green asked me where we were going. I'm getting there. I'm almost there. My mouse has, of course, decided that it doesn't work anymore either. There we go. Let's talk to while Kyle is coming in to get this stuff. Yeah, back to Gremlin. This is called. See the blending. Yeah, the blender, the worst. People saying that the sound is now better. Yeah, Apostle Tiki wishing that he had a Kyle. We all wish we had a Kyle. Kyle is a big help around the bar, but he does. One second. He does drink all of my drinks, so I don't often get to keep them. But small price to pay. Oh, that's good. Kyle Tender says he's looking for more work. See you, Kyle. Yeah, everybody loves the Apostle. Glenn loves the Apostle. That's nice. That is a delicious cocktail, says Paul. That is great. Paul knows cocktails. Yeah, everybody wishes that. Yeah, Rick is very concerned that I did not send that drink out quick enough. Sorry, Rick. You got it now, buddy. You now have your cocktail. Yeah, my father-in-law came out to help fix things. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I break things. All right, I like to break things. So we now have a fixing guy here to help us fix the things that I have most likely broken or jammed or smashed. A lot going on. Let's keep this party going. Wherever we're heading to, Douglas Green, wherever we're heading to, we are on our way. We are even closer now. Let's build. Now, this next drink is a creation of my own, but this came out of something that I like to do, which is come up with drinks. I don't know why I did it like that. I like to come up with drinks, and this one works to me in theory. Now, I have never made this cocktail. But in theory, it works. And how does it work? Well, I've made an awful lot of cocktails in my life, and I know how cocktails work. So I've taken everything I know about Tiki, put it into a cocktail, making a drink called, what did I call it? Oh, the typical Tiki drink. That's what we're calling this cocktail. It's called the typical Tiki drink. Let's begin to build. Of course, we're going to start off by splitting our base of rums. Split your base of rums always. I've run out of white rum, apparently, so I can't split that. Well, whoever makes this is going to have to just tell me whether or not this worked. I will grab Bacardi White's cousin from the spicier side of town, and we're going to go ahead and add 1.5 ounces of, let's just consider this to be a white rum. Can we? Can we all just pretend this is definitely a white rum? There we go. That is, oh yeah, 1.5 ounces. That's what we got there. Next thing we want to put in there is going to be a different rum, a more funky rum. So why not find those Jamaican rums and hit that right here with a full ounce of the Jamaican rum. Beautiful. We've all seen how a Tiki cocktail works. If you've ever been in my class, you've probably seen me do this exact same thing. So in theory, we are in a good place. We are moving along. Next thing we want to do is get our juices together. I'm going to be pouring juices into this one. We're going to be using four different juices, 3 different sweet juices. One of those sweet juices is going to be grapefruit juice. Now, that's not the sweetest juice of all time, but we want an ounce of this grapefruit juice going right into our drink. Now, there are seeds in here now, so I will have to double strain this. Great deal. We have an ounce of grapefruit juice. We need an ounce of orange juice. This is where those oranges came in earlier. These oranges, by the way, look awesome. They're small enough to fit into my lime squeezer. So 1 full ounce, please, of the OJ. Oh, yeah. Get her in. All the way in. Gonna need just a touch more of this. Beautiful. Perfect. That is 1 ounce of the OJ. We need 1 ounce of pineapple juice, and lucky us, lucky ducky ussies, we are going to be using that fresh pineapple juice from the pineapple that we sliced earlier. Now, I don't see an ounce of pineapple juice in here. Let's see if we can get it. Nope. We are going to spin this just a touch more. Try and just get all the juices out. We're just going to squeeze the juices out. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can get a touch more. Oh my goodness. We are going to open up a can of pineapple juice. This is just never going to work. Just never going to work. We're going to open up a can of pineapple juice. Told you, I never made it before. I didn't know how much pineapple juice I could get out of just a couple of those. There we go. Get that 1 ounce of pineapple juice. Half of an ounce, everybody. Half of an ounce of lime juice. And like we discussed earlier, I'm plumb out. So we're going to be using this pineapple juice right here. Sorry, this lime juice right here. Half of an ounce of this guy. Just half of an ounce. That grapefruit is pulling a lot of the sour weight, but also giving us some sweetness. That is important to us. Throw that away here. In theory, this should work. Next thing we want to put in here is going to be 1 ounce of the dry sherry. I told you I am deep into the sherries these days. Please don't. Eric, just shut up. Let's go ahead and pour in a full ounce of a dry Jerez. Right there. We also need to put in, let me pull this up real quick, see if I can remember. We also need to put in, a 1/4 ounce of Demerara. I have Demerara right here. Just to sweeten this guy up, 1/4 ounce of Demerara. Perfect. We are going to be putting in 2 dashes of vanilla, like real vanilla. So 1, 2. Pretty good. I can't see that. Ah! I knew it. Banana! That is what we were looking for in this. This is going to be a banana liqueur. This is 99 bananas. If you have yet to try 99 bananas, run, don't walk. So go ahead and throw in your 99 bananas there. Any banana liqueur should work, but what we're going for is a sweetness that sort of comes out of nowhere. Yes, I think in theory, this cocktail will work. This is a typical tiki drink. Let's go ahead and give this a shake. Fill this to the very brim with ice. Oh, I was smelling without the rum too. Oh my God, though, that's way better. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. A bunch of ice. Put in just a touch more. We're not going anywhere. And let's flip. There we go. A lot of ice for a tiki drink. This is a fairly strong tiki drink. So Do not be afraid to use extra ice. The drink can handle it. Let's give this a shake. Yes. Now we're going to put this in my brand new Tiki mug. This was a gift from a lady named Sam. Thank you, Sam. If you are watching, Sam sometimes watches but does not comment. Sometimes she just lurks. And that is fine too. We're going to go ahead and dump this into here. It comes right to the top. Well done, Sam. Let's get an aerial view of that. Right to the top. It's perfect for this new drink that I have. A typical Tiki drink is what this is called. Now, since it is a typical Tiki drink, we of course need to put typical Tiki things on it. I will be putting one of these guys. This is an octopus. I'm putting one of these guys. This is, of course, a mermaid. I have parasols right over here. Mermaid will just hang on for dear life. We have parasols. I'm going to put a parasol in here. Oh. Let's see what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and throw that in here. I have extra cut limes and oranges. We are going to throw those in here so that it looks kind of interesting, poking out. And, oh, that's going to be too much. All right, just one lime should do. And there we have it, everybody. We have a typical Tiki drink. That is the name of this cocktail. Again, I'm going to take a sip of this so that I know what it tastes like. Let's see. Do I have, is the video caught up? Do I have anybody that's tasted this already? Works in theory, works in practice. Good drink, good drink. I would take the banana back just a touch. And I told you to put in a quarter ounce. I then put in a half of an ounce. So I was right. I just didn't listen to what I was saying. Take that banana, keep that banana right there on a, keep that banana right there at a quarter of an ounce. And that is that, everybody. I'm going to bring in Kyle real quick to grab his drink. But in the meanwhile, I want to thank you guys all so much for showing up to not only this show, but also Mix Cocktail Hour, my Friday 5 o'clock show, Mix Cocktail Hour on YouTube. Search it out. If you can, if you are so inclined, to help out the channel, it's always very helpful. Venmo.com/CushTender is a great way. If you do want to take a shot with me, PayPal is the way to go. Yeah, we're good. There you go, buddy. PayPal is the way to go. PayPal.me/CushTender. Those are two great ways to help out the channel. Clearly, I'm going to need a new microphone here any minute. So if we still want to hear what I am saying, that is a great way to do that. But if you want to help as well, you can pop on over to my videos, watch them, like them, subscribe. That's a great way to do it. But the most important way that you guys help out every week is showing up and reading through the comments or giving me the comments. This is spectacular. It makes it feel like I am no longer just sitting here in a dark room, even though I'm not getting to them as much as I... sorry, one second. What is going on here, paper? I also spent the first 4 years of my life living with a gorilla, which my mother, Robin, explained to me was my brother. What the hell is going on in chat? I turned my back on you guys for 2 minutes, and here comes Paper Indiana doing all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody will explain this thread to me later. But that is a great way to help out, is to come on in. Big news. We're just breaking news. Eric, my cousin Eric, is moving out of his parents' house this week. That's good news. Good luck, Eric. It is tough out there. One day you will rent. One day you will buy. And one day you will build a bar in your house and have your microphone crap out on you 3 or 4 times through a show. That is that, everybody. I really, really appreciate you guys showing up every week. You are the reason that I am so chipper and happy these days. This is my favorite thing in the world to do, and that anybody else shows up and likes it also makes me very happy. Let's take a shot together and then go our merry ways. Where am I going to take shit off? Oh, yeah, here we go. We'll take it out of this guy right here. Let's find a nice rum. We were talking about Mont Gay. Let's take a shot of Mont Gay for all of us. Here we are. Perfect. Since I'm the only one that can talk in here, you guys can all chat, but I'm the only one that can talk. I guess I have to give the toast. As long as one of us can give a toast, we can all keep drinking. So let's do this one. How many leaves does your clover have? For mine has 8. 3 for normalcy, 1 for luck, 4 so you spot it from space. I'm hearing walking out there, which makes me think the microphone just died again. Either way, cheers to all of you guys. Love, love, love. And I will see you guys next week. Let me know what you want me to do. It's much better when you guys tell me. Cheers. Bye. Oh, wait, one thing. Let me know. I have a plan for this. Let me know if anybody just sort of keeps their computer running after this. Yeah? Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let me know if you have any love of sitting in and just sort of listening to music afterwards. One of my best friends in the world, who's actually in here, Paper. I have been talking to him about maybe putting together. Paper is an amazing DJ. DJ my wedding. That's how good I think he is. Maybe if we put on some lounge music afterwards, so we can all just sit and chat. Let me know if that'd be something you guys be interested in, just to sort of have a thing to do after this. I don't know. Let's see. Bye. All right, well, we're going to do it on. I mean, this is inevitable. It is. I used to teach these classes live. When I taught these classes live, I taught them with a guy, totally coincidental. His name was Kyle. Kyle, I saw him in the chat today, so I don't know if he's still here, but if not, there is a real connection between my two Kyles. This is the Kyle that comes to my house, and then there's the Kyle that I used to teach with the bars. So if Kyle is still in the audience, I do want to make a version of his favorite drink. I do know what his favorite drink is, like most friends should. We are going to be making a Negroni. I'm going to be using the Empress Gin right here. Now, this is going to be just a little play on it. Now, this is purple stuff. I used this last week, but did not use it to its fullest extent. And so we will be using it to its fullest extent right now. So let's grab a glass down here. We're going to take 1.5 ounces of this purple stuff. And what this is they're called butterfly pea pods. I'm not exactly sure what they're made of, but they are fun. In that, let's get real close. The purpleness of this is a color change. So when you add citrus to this cocktail, suddenly your cocktail will change. So let's watch this in action. I just have a little bit of lemon here. Let's do it through a sieve. There we go. There we go. So I don't get any seeds in here. Now watch, this is going to go from this beautiful purple color, and as we squeeze it in here, it is going to change to a beautiful pink color. That is, I always find that to be a very interesting situation that does. So we now have gin, of course, in here. We're going to make the rest of the cocktail off to the side. We're going to make a more gin-forward situation. So let's go ahead and reach back here for some Campari. I'm going to be doing a 3/4 of an ounce of Campari and 1/2 of an ounce of sweet verm. That's a pretty good guess. 3/4 of an ounce. I have some sweet vermouth right here. This is Carpano Antico. We're gonna hit that at 1/2 of an ounce. Now, of course, since we did that color change, that gin is some hot gin, so we can't just add that to it. So we're going to take our ice down here. These encores, really, I should really plan these encores out. I didn't even think about this one until moments ago, and then Kyle let me know that it was Kyle's birthday. It's a whole situation. Let's give this a spin. A stir, not a spin. Let's give it a stir. There we go. Let's add this mixture to our now pink, or now, yeah, I guess it's sort of purpley pinky. So that we have a fairly interesting Negroni that does have a little bit of lemon juice. That is not typical for a Negroni, but Kyle Krogan is not a typical guy. He is a very good guy, so why not make him a very good cocktail? Let's take one of these spent limes, throw this on the side, and there we have it, a drink for Kyle. Not my Kyle. Very different Kyle. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, buddy. I don't see him in the chat anymore. Maybe he'll watch this later. Either way, very happy birthday to my good friend Kyle and to Cozy Mom. I believe it's Cozy Mom's birthday today too. Cheers to all of you, and let's get to the music. Oh, very good. Goodbye.